Hey everybody, welcome back to Monologue Star. I'm Star, and today I'm going to go right into it. I'm going to give you guys some tips on to help you better memorize your lines for a monologue or for a show that you're in or a movie, whatever it may be. These will be some good tips to help you get better at memorizing. So let's go. So the first thing that comes to my mind when memorizing is to obviously go over what your lines are, whether it's a monologue or a script, whatever. Get down and understand the characterization of what's going on in your head. Then what you want to do is go over it from the beginning, kind of like that game, A apple, B banana, C cat, that kind of familiarization, okay? But you're going to do that without using letters. You're going to start from the first sentence of your monologue or whatever it may be. You'll get that down. Once you get that down, then you go to your second sentence. And then once you get that down, you go back to the first sentence, incorporate the second sentence. And you keep doing that for the first part of your script or monologue that you have to learn, okay? And you continue that. And then what you want to do is, if you have time, if it's not something you have to memorize all in one day, either step away from it and go take a walk, or if you have the ability to take a nap or whatever, that's great, because that allows your mind to rest for a few moments so it can retain what it has learned prior. And I guarantee you it will help you a lot in memorizing. I know a lot of times I'll work on a script for a few hours or whatever throughout the day, and when I sleep on it, I wake up and some reason I know the lines. So try that out. Then of course there's always the writing out your lines. Write it out. Each of us are different. Sometimes we need to hear or visually see it. I am someone that has to do all of them. I love seeing my lines. I love then hearing them, doing them, just all the sensories to help me better retain them. So writing out your lines is a key way as well. Run your lines with someone. If it is dialogue, it is so important to run your lines with someone. So you understand the cues that are coming in, the interaction with another character, okay, it's a wonderful thing if you're able to have someone help you. Now, if you're not able to, don't worry. We all have devices that can record. So what I recommend is to go ahead and record you doing the other person's lines, but leave space for your lines to come in. And that way you can almost like quiz yourself as you're going on. Okay, so here's my line. Okay, there's that line, so on and so forth. And you'll want to do that first with your script. And then, you know, as you get it down more and more, then take away the script, okay? But the best way to do it is actually with someone, because they can follow you in the book too. It's important to know cue lines, okay? Because that is what tells us when we come up next, okay? And that kind of stems off of what I just said. So make sure you know your cue lines. It is important to know the whole formula and sequence of what you're doing in your script, in your monologue, or whatever. That's gonna help you. So you know the cue is when Benjamin says, "Oh, I take the leap." You're like, "Oh, you know what? That's when I come in and I start sweeping and saying my lines," okay? It's important to know those cue lines. It's gonna help you a lot in the long run. So this one, this tip is for like an audition, okay? For instance, I just auditioned for Disney Hong Kong, and they give you sides, and they usually know that you're not gonna have things memorized completely, but they want you to show as much of the character as possible because they want to see that you can do that character. So my suggestion to you is, no matter what show you do, know the show, know the character that you're going for. And if you don't know specifically what character, you better know the show and all the characters in it. Because this way, if they have you read for any part, you can be ready. You know their style, you know their emotion, you know what's going on with this character. It's really important, and you'll have an upper hand if you do. So obviously, if I knew I could only go for Maleficent, I was prepared to do Maleficent. How did I prepare? I watched her movies. I watched the cartoon, the Disney cartoon, and I watched the movie. I watched Disney parades and shows that Maleficent was in. So I made sure I was prepared. And that's what you should do for any show that you audition for. Okay guys, so that's it. Just quick tips. And I hope they helped you out. If you guys have a way that you memorize lines that really helps you, leave them below. And hopefully this helps you fellow actors out, okay? You guys have a great day. Bye.